Are we live? Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to the Maker's Gonna Learn YouTube channel. You are here for our 13 days of Halloween. And by the calendar, it says it's the 7th, which who knows what day it is, right? Like, I cannot believe that we are in September. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you guys are tuning in, share with us where you're visiting from. Let us know what you've got going on in your neck of the woods. Even if you're watching the recorded, go ahead and drop us a comment. Let us know that we are here. Can you turn our mics on?
Yes. They're on.
They're on.
We're here.
Okay. Can you all hear us? Let us know. Guys, Alicia is over at our producer table.
Can you guys tell yet?
Alicia's over here. Are you mic'd up?
I'm mic'd up.
Where's your mic?
It's on my jacket.
Oh,
I just knocked it. But
this is so good. Well, I am so excited to have you all here today. We have something super, super fun for you all that I think you're going to be able to blown away by. And that is a really, really fun, super simple sublimation project. Y'all, if you are diving into sublimation, if you want to make money with your crafts, this is the project for you as we gear up in September for Halloween and things like that. So it is super, super fun. The supplies today we'll go over here shortly. We are doing a glow-in-the-dark tumbler. So the glow-in-the-dark tumbler is kind of like the secret sauce for our friends that have sublimated before. Spoiler alert, guess what? It doesn't take any fancy, anything new that you haven't already used or done before to do the glow-in-the-dark tumbler, just besides the actual glow-in-the-dark tumbler. Does that make sense? So you're gonna sublimate like normal, and then when it gets dark, it will actually glow, which is really, really fun.
So cool, you guys.
It's awesome. What we love about our design today that I'm gonna teach you guys how to do is we're pairing two Maker's Gonna Learn cut files and creating this design, which is awesome. And then after that, we will take it and we're gonna kind of cut this apart and create our own tumbler. So again, this one's really easy. It's not anything that you have to be perfect and precise about. We will give you our best tips and tricks for lining everything up. We have quite a few of those. We are working in kind of like two different platforms today. So we're gonna do our actual designing just like we normally would in Design Space. And then when we wanna go and turn this into kind of like a full wrap tumbler, we are going to use Canva. And I may even show you an idea to give you an idea of how I would do it in preview. Just as some additional training here today because we're super, super excited. Now, before we move forward, I wanna let you all know, I'm teaching a workshop next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We have had over 100 people already grab their ticket, and ticket sales have only been available since yesterday. So you have quite a bit of time to decide if you want to take the workshop, but we are going to limit it to 500 students. That is all that we're allowing into the workshop. I'm going to teach you how to start selling in 30 days or less. What you'll be able to do at the workshop for $27, you're getting the hour-and-a-half training course, you're getting the workbook, you're getting 30 days in a private Facebook group. That is just all of us that are like, I want to sell, I want to do this, we're going to do this thing, we're going to help you with your questions, we're going to help you get the motivation, we're going to help you if you're stuck. But most importantly, what you're going to love in this group is seeing people win. There's just something about it when you get to be with fellow creatives, celebrating wins and really rocking it. So that's what the Facebook group is for. You'll get lifetime access to the training that happens next Tuesday. So if you can't attend Tuesday night, you've already got plans, I totally understand. I do love if you can attend live, but you're getting lifetime access to the training. So love that. Tammy grabbed her ticket. Woohoo! Super, super fun. It's awesome. So grab your ticket. Do not wait. I want you to claim it because you'll get more time in the Facebook group. We've already started some conversations over there, so I'd love to see you take part in it, which is super, super fun. Alicia has the link. We have pinned the link to learn to start selling in 30 days or less. Just click that link, grab your ticket, okay? Grab that ticket. It's gonna be so fun, and we're super excited because it just so happened to work out as the Lord does it. This is a great project to make and sell. Alicia, wouldn't you say
yeah.
so?
Oh my gosh. And not only tumblers are popular,
Yeah.
but Halloween,
Yes.
like people just go nuts over
It glows in
Halloween.
the dark.
It glows. Like I
Yeah.
wish you guys could see it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to show you all that it's glowing, but it does, and it looks
We got
good.
1,000 lots over here, so it's really, really good. So we'll teach you kind of like all our sublimation tricks. If for some reason you're like, I want to do sublimation and I want you to teach me everything about it, we do have a course called Maker's Gonna Sublimate. You can grab that course. I recommend it because you get access to all our trainings and you get 200 plus files that are exclusive for sublimation inside the program. We are going to relaunch it and we're adding more training to it and more files later this year. So if you want to get it now, you're going to get an extra treat later in that program. So that's super, super fun. There's a payment plan or pay in full. It's $70 off today just for you all, and it's so fun. Is this class the same as Design Make Sell? No. So a lot of friends are saying, hey, I have Design Make Sell, but I'm still coming to the workshop. Y'all, I agree. I think even Design Make Sell students will get value out of this workshop. What I'm teaching here and how I describe it is at the workshop, we're teaching the what and the why, right? We're really focusing in on what do we need to do and why do we need to do it, right? Why has Tanner gave us this order of operation, this calendar view? How should this flow? That's incredible. That is so powerful. But if you need to learn the how, that's where Design Make Sell comes in. That's where you have everything. So if you need motivation, again, it's very often, it's very far and few in between that I teach a class that you get so much for such a low price. So definitely recommend you guys get plugged into that. Trish, is the live going to be taped? Of course, you can watch it daily. You're getting a 30-day training curriculum, so you could reference the certain parts of the training as you get to that part in your own journey. So you'll have lifetime access. So, so good. Happy belated birthday, Miss Carol Stanford. Hello, I'm so excited. Yay, Nora just bought your ticket. Woohoo!
So exciting.
All right, are we ready to go over some supplies?
Let's do it.
Let's go overhead. This
All
is
right.
so good. So, you guys saw I have the big little toaster oven. So we're using that. And then I also have just my Epson. This is the new SureColor printer. You guys can see that there. We are loving that. It is super fun. And then for supplies, you will need a glow-in-the-dark tumbler. These are linked down below, so don't even wonder or worry where it is or anything like that, okay? The paper is not glow-in-the-dark. The tumbler is what's glowing in the dark. This is basic black sublimation ink on A-sub paper, which we already know, Alicia, we could use copy paper.
You could use copy paper.
So that's awesome. This is our finished one, just to give you guys an idea of what we're doing today. In addition to that, we have a few things. So we have the heat gun, and this is the saran wrap. So we're going to saran wrap our tumbler, so we'll be able to do that. And then here is our tape. So this is our heat-resistant tape. We like to use heat-resistant tape and the saran wrap for the best seamless look. So that is super, super fun, and you guys will absolutely adore this project. Now, should we talk about the giveaways?
Yeah.
Do we have the giveaway winner yet?
Oh, okay. Give me like 2 minutes.
No,
Give me
you're
2
good.
minutes.
We are going to announce yesterday's giveaway winner. We're going to pull it up. If you guys are not familiar, can we go to camera 1?
Yeah.
If you guys are not familiar, during the 13 days of Halloween, we are spinning this beautiful little board, and we are deciding at each day, are you getting a treat or are you getting a trick? And we've been giving away a lot of giveaways.
Good treats.
So many good treats. Yesterday's was a amazing mystery box. So it's from 143 Vinyl. If you commented live or pre-recorded,
Okay, I've got it.
by 10 a.m. today, you were entered to win. So, drum roll.
Oh,
The
no.
winner of the 143 mystery supply box is
Sharon DeMarini.
Sharon DeMarie. Yay! Congratulations. We're so excited for you, my friend. You have won a mystery supply box from 143 Vinyl. So if you want to claim it, email us hi@makersgonnalearn.com. We will get your best shipping address and our team will ship that out by next week.
Yeah.
Yay. Now, to keep the fun going, because you may have not won the giveaway, right? They may have not won here. I don't think Sharon's here. So she doesn't even get to celebrate that she won, right? There might be some fun stuff for you. So we're going to go ahead and spin the wheel to find out, are you getting a treat or am I getting a trick today, right? Now, do I spin this way or that way?
Towards you.
So I spin this way.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna spin it, yay! Jefferson City, Tennessee, we're neighbors.
Oh, like really neighbors.
Oh no!
Is it on a trick?
It's on a trick.
Oh, spin it again. Spin it again. We want a treat. We want a treat.
This is every day, y'all. Every day.
We just want a treat. Treats only around this place.
Okay, the Lord says a trick. Alicia, do we not have a trick?
We've got a trick box.
We have a trick box.
I don't know if there's anything in
It
it.
won on the trick box the second time. Wait, here's the box.
I don't know what's in it. I've been putting it in there, but Lauren said she's been wanting to. I don't know if that we did though.
It's empty.
It's a trick.
The trick is the trick box is empty. Okay.
We didn't designate that job to anyone, so
no,
honestly,
we didn't. Alicia did take full. Okay.
I made that.
You know what? We're gonna put something in there.
Put something in there that way tomorrow, whenever Lauren's on the
Put this
live.
mouse. It's an animal. It's a mouse.
Oh my god.
Okay,
so funny.
We'll see what happens tomorrow. I put that in there. Y'all watch. So, y'all, Alicia is cheating like Lauren did. Lauren cheated too.
You guys just call me out.
Y'all,
Just
well,
call me out.
I spun twice and it was on trick.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what can we do? But are y'all ready to learn something? Let's head over to
do
the share
it.
screen. This is gonna be a lot of fun today. We are in Cricut Design Space. Now, my friends, we are working with two amazing files. And I know I've probably overwhelmed you already between my workshop and the sublimation course, but if you're not a member, guys, 6,000 cut files, 1,000 fonts, all when you join Makers Gonna Learn. That does not take into consideration your commercial license, the training courses you get to learn your machine, the Facebook community, and things like that, okay? So here's what we've got. Under cut files, you'll need the file Keep Creeping It Real. Download that one. And then the other one, Alicia, you told me the name of it.
I want to say it's zombie.
Let me just search zombie.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got when we search zombie.
It's a bunch of
I love
zombie
our search
hands.
feature. You can just search what you need and chances are you'll find it.
There it is.
This is the emerging zombie hands. Let me teach you how you're going to take these and get it from here to Design Space. So download this. If you want to do this project with infusible ink, this is probably the best infusible ink project we've ever made. This one's really easy to do with
It's like
infusible ink.
foolproof sublimation project.
Yeah, this is a really great beginner one. So
Yeah.
we're just going to drop the file here after we downloaded. We're just going to import it real quick. I think I imported the PNG, so you wouldn't have this if it's SVG. So there's that. This is going to be a cut image, or this part doesn't really matter for our purposes today. We'll say it's a cut image. We'll say it's a print cut image. Sorry, I'm like.
You can use, I mean,
You can do
technically
either.
speaking, you could really use either one.
Yeah, I'm losing my mind. Losing my marbles. Okay, so you need that file. And then let's go ahead. We already uploaded the Creepin' It Reel. So you would just do the same process. We like uploading this one multiple times.
Obvious.
Yes. So we'll click Add to Canvas. I'm going to scale this one down. And then I'm going to bring in our other file today. So we're going to add that to Canvas as well. And it's really large. So I'm going to just scale this down to 5 inches. Whoopsie doopsie. My board was not.
It wasn't locked.
Wasn't locked. And it's so weird. It normally always is locked.
And a couple of people were talking about they don't have a sublimation printer. You could still make this using vinyl.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm just gonna scale it down myself.
Just do what you gotta do.
I'm doing what I gotta do today. Nothing crazy. Okay, perfect. So here's what we've done. We've got our 2 files that we know we're working with, small right over here to the side. What we'll do now is we're going to grab a shape. And with our shape, we are going to grab a square. And now that we have the square here, we are going to go unlock, and we're going to make the width 8.5, or our width actually 11 by 8.5. So there you go. This is our 8.5 by 11 to represent the amazing, amazing piece of paper that you'll be able to, kind of move forward with when we're designing. In this part of the process, I want you to imagine that this piece of paper is our blank, okay? Imagine this is kind of your blank when you are crafting, okay? So we're going to go over here, and we are going to, now that we've brought it in, I'm just going to go from operation, and I'm going to select that new feature, Alicia. I've got a new feature. We're going to use guide. So now this is just a guide. So this is literally what we're needing to do. I do need to slice it a few times, so I don't know if guide's actually the best. We can't slice with a guide, so I'm gonna bring it back to cut now that I thought about this a little bit more. So I'm going to just do a light gray. That way you can see it, I can see it. Are y'all with me? Is everyone here? Beautiful. So we've got this right here. Chelsea, I know it sounds excessive. I think you will absolutely love both courses, okay? You will absolutely love both. So it's awesome. And yes, the zombie file is fun. So we realized that this edge would be perfect to go around the edge, the bottom edge of our project. So what we're going to do is get this one ready first. So we're going to take this and kind of arrange it. And notice that since we brought in the Creep in It Real file, or the square or rectangle second, that this is behind. So we just need to bring that to the front. So you can click Arrange, Send to Front, and as you can see here, we can just maneuver it and kind of position. Now that we've positioned it, we can duplicate. So we're just going to duplicate, move it over here. We're going to line it out. And now that we've lined this out, we are going to select our 2 emerging zombie hands, which if you're on Maker's Gonna Learn, search for it, you'll find it. We are going to weld these. Now that they're welded, okay, we are going to select our weld, and we're going to select our square. And just notice that kind of like this bottom part is hanging off. That's kind of the purpose. We are going to go ahead and slice that. All right. So instead of welding, because you can only slice 2 layers, we had to weld those together, and then we'll be able to click slice. All right. Who has a microphone?
I do.
Okay. Lauren's back. Lauren's here.
I made it back.
I didn't know how we were going to introduce you on the show today.
I was like not saying anything. I was like, I'm gonna wait for Lauren to
Do
say
you
it.
have a mic?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Lauren.
It was one of those things. Like with this being my project, I felt like I had to run out to go anyway.
Yeah, you had an appointment. And now you're back.
And then I was just like, I'm just gonna run in here to make sure.
The group today, Lauren, let me just brief you. The group today is so good. I personally, it's an inside joke here.
Okay.
We hope that you get the trick tomorrow, because I personally on the show put a trick in there.
Well, can I be real honest?
You already listened?
Autumn?
No, you were watching. Okay, well, forget you. I'm putting a new trick in there. Back to me. Back to the designing. You ruined it.
It's ruined.
I'm
Lauren
sorry.
I'm
sorry.
micromanaging over here.
No, I'm not. Someone else wanted to watch the live.
My foster daughter wanted to watch the live stream,
Yes.
which is so cute. She's a little under the weather today. So
Yes.
Anywho, it's a good. What I was actually going to tell you is the group today is just amazing. Everyone's in great moods.
I mean,
So-
when are they not amazing, honestly?
Exactly. So what you'll see here is that when we sliced and welded, somehow my little zombie hands turned light gray. Really quick fix to bring it back, all right? We're going to go to black. We're going to select the color, and we're moving it to black, all right? So there you have it. This is now black. So what we'll do now is position our creeping it real, and we are going to bring it in and just go to arrange, bring to front, and we're going to scale this down. Now this looks, if we were going to put this on a canvas, if we were going to put this on a wood sign, this size looks really good. So say you're watching today and you don't have a sublimation printer, you can't do this on a tumbler. Lauren, wouldn't you say this would look so good in a frame piece of art?
Oh, absolutely.
I love this idea.
Absolutely. Like if you wanted to make like a little leaner or like a little canvas to put on a bookshelf,
exactly.
that size, perfect.
It's beautiful. But let's talk about the cards we're dealt with today, which is, this is going on a tumbler. I recommend, let's just go ahead and measure, just so that you guys are kind of aware of what we've got going on here. I would measure and just make sure that you only have a few inches.
Let me run and get you one real quick.
Do I not have one?
We need to keep one in here. I feel like it's been one of those
a hot
things.
minute. Okay, well, you know what? We'll use the finger. We'll just use our finger. You've got about 3 to 3.5 inches that you'll be able to use. So I just recommend scaling this down. So we're scaling this down here, and we're just arranging that. So we got about 4 inches. You could bring it down some more if you wanted, whatever. Nothing crazy. And then what you're going to be able to do now is you're going to be able to have it, you're going to have it right here. And you could, you know, scale it up and down, but you just want to take into consideration, this is going to be wrapped around your project. Okay, this is going to be wrapped around it. So once you think about that, you're kind of done here in Design Space. Now, we've got a few things that we're going to do to get our project out of Design Space today, but I want everyone to come together and really focus, because we're doing something a little bit out of the ordinary, which is fun when you are sublimating, because we're doing something that Cricut doesn't do yet. So what we want you to think about is, if you look back here, my background has no lines. All right, has anyone ever thought about turning the grids off on Design Space?
It's one of those things that once I started turning the grids off,
It's so much better.
I leave the grids off all the time and just use the arrange and align buttons.
The way that we craft here at Makers Gonna Learn and the way that we teach, a lot of us do not need the grids. Previously, the way we would craft on the canvas would use grids. We kind of created our own crafting way and using blanks and shapes and things like that. So you can turn it off now. If you're curious and you don't know how to turn it off, press the 3 lines. Come down here to settings. If you need to take a screenshot of this and you learn better visually, screenshot this real quick, my friend. You want to click on settings. Once you press settings, go from general to canvas. And they give you metrics, all of the units. You can choose your canvas grid. You could do a full grid or you could do a partial grid. I really like the partial grid way better than I do full grid, but no grid is actually great too. And it's that easy. So press done, beautiful. Now, what you can do is actually, you can kind of choose your own adventure. First, you can delete out the result, like your background, that's your light gray. You can hide it, beautiful. What we're gonna do is we're going to zoom in just a little bit, and Design Space is being wonky. It's not you, it's Design Space today. What I just want you to be careful about is knowing how tall it is. So that's why I kind of hit it, and then you can be like, okay, it needs to go up to there. What I'll probably do now, just for everyone at home, I'm going to move this from a basic cut down to a guide. So that way you just kind of have the guide there. It's all good. And we'll screenshot, what we're going to do is screenshot this inside our guide. Okay? Now, if you want to screenshot on a Mac, let's come to me real quick. Before we do this step, there's two ways to do this. There's a Mac way and there's a PC way. The Mac way is Command, Shift, and the number 4. Command, Shift, and the number 4. Then your mouse, your cursor, you're going to see it today, turn from a cursor mouse to a kind of like a snipping tool. You can arrange it, select it, and when you're letting go of the mouse, it will screenshot. And that's what you're going to learn today. But I know there's probably 50% of people that are like, Tanner, that's not going to do me one lick of good today. I use a PC. What about me? All right? I want you to do the same thing, but use the snipping tool. The snipping tool is very similar, and it's on a Windows device. If you have any questions about that, you can search how to use snipping tool Windows. That will teach you how to take a screenshot from Design Space. Now, if you do not like using the snipping tool, etc., things like that, you could design this whole project just in Canva really easily. Like we could easily do that. Super simple. For iPad, I would recommend probably just designing it in Canva. We like to still use interfaces and software that we're all familiar with. So that's why we're training you and equipping you the way we are today. This is the easiest way if you can screenshot, okay? So I just wanted to have that clear and concise, like assuming everyone knows this happens. This is, you know, Carol says snippet lover. Yes, Carol, I love it. So over here, let's head back over to Design Space and let's do the screenshotting. Command Shift 4. See, look, my mouse is now a little, you know, a little pixel. So once we get in the corner, we're going to press down. We're going to kind of see it here, and we're going to scale it up. So you can see we're just going to bring it neck and neck with our project, and then we'll release. Did you hear that? Woohoo! So now it's down here in the corner. We're just going to let it save to like your desktop, okay? Super simple. We're going to go over here, and I kind of want to talk to you all about this. So let's see what it would look like, since we're going to cut it out anyway, if we just go to our Finder and we go to Recent and we grab our screenshot. So here is our screenshot, and if we go to File and we go to Print in Preview, this is already looking really good.
Oh, see, so the reason that which this is an 8.5 by 11, the reason that I think I pulled it into Design Space was the mirroring part.
Yes.
Or into Canva is because it's easier to mirror.
Yes.
However, with the new Epson SureColor printer, it automatically mirrors it for you.
Yeah.
So that took that step out.
Right.
Now you can go to your printer settings
and automatically,
and
I'll
mirror
show them
images
here in Preview how to flip it so you don't have to worry about that as well. This is what I would do. So I would go to Scale, and I would go to, or Scale to Fit, and then go to Fill Entire Page, just so it uses every piece of it. And then what I would do is before I print it, I would go ahead and mirror it. So to mirror in Preview, we go to Tools, and we go ahead and flip horizontally, right? Is it flip horizontal? I don't want to do it wrong. Yes, it's flip horizontal. It confuses me sometimes. We're going to click flip horizontal. You'll know if it's right or not.
Okay.
Boom. This is mirroring, all right? We mirrored it super quick. So now we can press Command P, back to print. It's been mirrored. It's go scale to fit. It's really awesome. If you want it to scale even more, you could go from like 77%. Y'all, let's see what 85% looks like. That's 85.
It cuts off a lot of that
It
bottom
cuts
part
off
of
a
the
lot.
hands.
So, you know, 77 is going to give you every piece of your project. All right, my friends? So now you would click print and send it to your favorite printer. We've used so many. There's like 3 different printers here in the studio. So you could use your Sawgrass. You would just want to have it programmed with your favorite settings. So we, you know, on our other computers and things, we have special settings and all of this to discuss all of our different sublimation needs. Now, that's how easy it is to print. So let's go ahead and come back to me because there are a lot of questions that I want to talk about. Yep. Number 1, if you are confused on how to sublimate and how to have the perfect settings, what the relationship between Design Space, programs like Canva that are free, or programs like Inkscape can work together, and how you can use their true strengths across the board in your sublimation journey, I want to invite you today to join Makers Gonna Sublimate. All right, that's the best place. You get the curriculum, you get our supplies, you get the training, you get the hacks, you get the files today. There's 200 exclusive files with new ones coming soon, which we're super excited about. But it's a lot of fun. But there's a lot to learn about sublimation. Lauren, wouldn't you agree? Like it's overwhelming in ways that your Cricut never was overwhelming. And I think the biggest part is that when you are using a Cricut, you don't have to worry about settings, or just your cut settings is all you need to worry about. You don't have to worry about material or ink or color matching. So all of this feels very new, and I want to make sure you have a firm foundation. So how you get that firm foundation is by taking the program, and you'll get all of it. So it's $70 off today. There's a pay in full or there's a payment plan. I highly recommend it if you're new to sublimation or if you just need to get better at it. All right. What other questions did we have? Because I kind of just...
Sabrina said, can you do print and save as PDF and then print it? Absolutely. There are, as my grandmother used to say, there's 10,000 ways to skin a cat. Listen, there are so many different ways you can do this. Designing it in Canva, if you're more used to Canva, you can have your 8.5 by 11 size, and you can just move that the bottom half of the drippy part off of the canvas.
I do want to have it. I want to see if I can show them another way. So again, like Lauren's saying, there's a lot of different ways to do this. Come over here, back to the share screen with me. Let's go back to Design Space. So we've got this file here. We're going to delete our guide. By guide, we're going to attach these together, and we're going to make it small enough now that it will fit in a print and cut. Okay? So this can be now a print and cut. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Oh, no. Make it a little smaller. I just wanted that little area to go away. Do I need a sublimation printer to sign up for the class? I prefer my students to not have a printer yet, because one of our first lessons, we teach all about what printer do I need. So that's really awesome. We kind of go over 3 of the basics. And then if you want to learn more about Canva, the best Canva training I have is actually in Makers Gonna Sublimate. So we teach that. We'll probably be adding more regarding Canva in there to help you all more. That's probably one of the things I really want for the training program to get in addition this year, as well as files and things. So let's go to Make It now. So this is a print and cut file. So you can see it doesn't get as large, which is why we had to really get it out of Design Space. But if you press Continue and you click Send to Printer and you click Use System Dialog, and we turn Bleed off because we don't really, it's irrelevant here. We'll click Print. When you go back here, we would go to Best Quality, and for some reason, the Creep in It reel isn't showing up.
Yeah, there's certain things about, I mean,
It still works.
it works. This whole process works, and some of the times it will not show it, but it's still there.
Yeah.
Design Space is wonky like that.
It's wild. So I was going to see if I could scale it up. In this area, it really wasn't letting me scale it up too much. So that's totally fine. I just wanted to explain to you all by showing you the screenshot method is actually better. And Tina says, I purchased Makers Gonna Sublimate last fall. Let me tell you, it is awesome. worth the money you spend and help me figure out what printer I wanted. Yes, in the course, I promise that for investing in the program, you're going to save that much in your blanks. It is so true. It is so good. Y'all love it. Now, let's go to, we've printed it out. Woohoo! Y'all printed it. Yay! We've got it. Here's what we're doing today. I said I was going to take a pair of scissors. What we're going to do, do not tell me I don't have a pair of scissors. Oh, I'll use my Tim Holtz. These are good ones. Good ones. Is the $70 off? Yes, no coupon code needed for $70 off. The price is already there. It's already discounted for you. It's awesome. So what we're gonna do, I wanna make sure we line this up for both as best as possible because it is, on the tumbler. So we're going to cut this and then we'll go overhead now. I'm going to cut this and then we'll be able to align this. So you can see here, we're just going to trim off this bottom edge. I'm just being really careful. This is ink, so you do want to be as careful as you can be by not scratching it. And if you all have questions, that was a great time to start dropping those.
Yes, so we did have, and one thing that I want to clear up, I answered Sharon's question, but one thing I want to kind of clear up for everyone else, our sublimation course is separate from membership.
Yes, great question.
So one of the things about the difference is once you purchase a sublimation course, like it's yours, lifetime access.
Yeah.
You don't have...
Life of the course is lifetime of yours.
Exactly. Whereas membership, we're adding new things and changing, so it is a subscription. So it's a little different, but it is separate.
Yes, and our course promise or our membership promise helps with your Cricut. This is a place with sublimation in the course. You all investing in that allows our team to invest time and money and resources and energy in testing new supplies, grabbing things that you wouldn't necessarily need with a Cricut and membership. So that just helps, if you're interested in sublimation, that's why it's there if you're interested. So I'm just trimming off these edges to make it really to the edge so that we can try to have it as seamless as possible.
So Kathy also had a good question, or she made a comment, wouldn't a paper trimmer work better? So that is a good thought.
That's a good thought.
However, the only problem with the paper trimmer is the fact that that arm has to fold down onto the paper, giving it an option. I mean, not an option, but giving it more room for scratching.
Yeah.
So that ink, if that ink gets scratched off that paper, it's just not good.
Not good at all.
Not a good time.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of start taking a look here. I'm going to let it lay. If we're overhead, I'm gonna let it lay here. And then I'm gonna kind of just start in this area right here. And I'm going to tape it from the bottom first because we've got to get this seam, you have some extra here, which we can talk about that. Lauren, what's your favorite way to do extra? Do you like to tape it over?
Well,
or do you like to cut it and then just kind of align it?
The only thing with laying it over is you run a risk of bleed. I don't think that it would bleed through the paper, but you still run that risk of it bleeding through and giving you like the ghosting effect.
Right.
So the reason, especially for beginners, that I did it this way, so it does have some overlap, is it allows you to really get that seam nice and crisp. So like Tanner's doing, starting from the bottom and taping it down, and that way once you get to that edge, you can take your True Control knife.
Yes, and I'm actually going ahead and lining it out with my fingers so I'll kind of know where that line's going to be. But I can continue taping this now that we've got it laid here. Just gonna make sure it hasn't moved anymore. And you can tape the top or bottom. The bottom is something you really want to focus on, but the saran wrap will help a lot with that too.
So Allison asked, why not size it before printing? So if you're doing this, the reason that we did it this way, normally, yes, we do, we measure our tumblers and kind of size it before, but we wanted to do this for beginners because it can be daunting, even for us who craft, like we literally, that's our job. We do this every single day. It's still very daunting for us lining up those tumblers and getting that perfect edge. So the reason that I did it this way, just going ahead and printing it on the full 8.5 by 11 sheet, is that way you do have some overlap if you are a beginner. That way you can really work and perfect getting your edge.
Yes, and this is actually just so fun. Like this is not hard to do. I definitely consider it way more fun.
No, Monica, this is not a matted tumbler. This is actually a glow-in-the-dark
tumbler. Yes.
So it does have like a coating on it. You can feel the difference between this one and a regular tumbler. It does have a coating on it. So
a lot of people thought the glow-in-the-dark was in the paper, and the glow-in-the-dark is not in the paper. That's a great question.
You could sublimate the background and leave the zombie hands as a negative space. That was actually my first idea, was doing that and doing the creeping it real as the negative space, so that's what glows through. However, for a beginner, sublimating black or sublimating a dark color is very hard on a tumbler. This is where I would start with this, and then if you are more advanced, absolutely go for it. You looking
to find my true control.
Is there? So the thing is put in the drawer. Is it not in there? Okay.
No, I can use scissors though. I mean, because
no, we'll go get your true control.
We'll get the true control. We love the true control. And what I wanted to mention about that idea, let's hop over. You know, you can look at me real quick. This right here, this looks great even when it's not glow in the dark. So you want to think about what your project's gonna look like 95% of the time when you're not going through and having that glow in the dark effect, because not all of us live where it's always
just a
dark.
Just a quick heads up,
Yes,
that is a brand new blade on that true control knife, so just be careful.
We will. So here we go. I have lined it up right here. I've kind of took my finger and kind of just go reinforce my edge. I can feel it. So what we're going to do is take this and we're just going to slice it down. Beautiful. That is a fresh blade. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so we're going to bring this really close. Go let it overlap. And then we'll be able to grab our tape and we'll be able to taper down. Oh my goodness.
Megan says, if you don't do sublimation or don't want to use infusible ink, would just regular vinyl be a waste of a good sublimation tumbler?
It
Probably.
is.
I would just do it on a non-sublimation tumbler.
Yeah, do it on a non-sublimation tumbler. These sublimation tumblers are an investment, so you do want to be mindful of that. And I did tape this quite a bit, but we are still going to saran wrap this and whatnot. So here, this is the back, and then here's the front, and here's our creeping it real. Love this. We'll just take this. There are ways to clean your tumbler and things like that. If you need to dust it off, you can use a lint roller and things like that to make sure it's all good. Lauren, do you use as much? Sometimes I'll be sublimating and I still use as much tape as I normally would, even if I am going to still saran wrap it. Like there's just something, there's just something about it.
You use the shrink wrap. I mean, you don't have to use as much tape, but if you really, I mean, if you're just wanting to be meticulous about it and make sure that there's no ghosting.
Yes.
Because even if there is just the slightest gap, then it allows that ink, which I don't know if you talked about it earlier, what happens in sublimation is the ink heats up, turns into a gas, finds the polymers on whatever you're sublimating on and adheres to those polymers.
Yes.
So if it's not right up next to it, it's like those gas particles bounce around and they try to find somewhere to go.
Yep.
So that's why it looks like they spread out, because they're so close together they kind of spread out. But if there's no room for them to go, they go from here, point A to point B, and there's nothing to go. It's plugged in.
Right. Perfect. I wanted to make sure it was plugged in. And we are going to set this, we're going to do this at 400, right?
Yes.
400.
400, 2 minutes on each side.
Love it. Oh, you guys are going to get to see some fun. So it's at 400. You have to press the start button to start the preheating. There's a lot of times that I'm like, okay, I set it to 400, I walk away. You think it's preheating. You have to press, there's like a little play button, like to make your Cricut cut, there's a play button or a start button on your little bitty toaster oven. We got this toaster oven as a Black Friday deal. So if you don't have one yet for sublimation, once it's a sublimation product, we only use it for sublimating. I won't make my avocado toast in here or anything like that. So you just want to be careful about that. So yay! Oh, Alicia's gonna give you the link to the sublimation course. It's going to be in the comments. Grab the link, open it up in a new tab, and grab it while we're live. And I'd love to welcome you into the program. And you get instant access. So that's one cool thing about sublimation course. You get instant access into there. Love that.
So wait, did your sublimation video's not come out yet, has it?
It will be soon if it's not out yet. But
What's hilarious is Sue just said, I saw a video last night on how to take sublimation off of a tumbler using a heat gun. It doesn't take off all the sublimation ink, but it lets you do another print over it. That is, I thought you were talking about our video because Alicia just filmed one and I thought, well, did it already come out?
How to unsublimate, yeah.
But we use the whole oven. We don't use a heat gun.
Yeah, that's crazy. So now we're going to, we put this in the shrink wrap and then we're going to turn this on and you'll see, well, oh, I need to plug it in.
It's not plugged in.
I'm so funny.
So we did have some people ask, do you need to use the shrink wrap with if you have a tumbler press? I'm gonna say no. We don't have a tumbler press, so I really don't.
You want to get like a hug.
Well,
like this is like a hug.
But that's what the press does.
Exactly.
So you don't need that extra protection. And with the press, it's doing straight heat onto that, so it's just gonna melt your that shrink wrap.
Yeah.
This is just for if you have a sublimate or a convection oven.
We like the convection oven because you can do tumblers, mugs. I mean, you can do everything in here. I mean, look at this.
April says, is it normal to always have ghosting? Would you sell a tumbler with ghosting? So it depends on the amount of ghosting that you have, April. If it is like an extreme amount of ghosting, I would probably say, let's unsublimate that and try to do a dark color over it. If it's just the least amount of ghosting that really only us picky crafters would see, I think it would be okay.
If you wouldn't use it and be proud of it to show someone that you made it and you sold it, I would not sell it to someone. That is my personal thing. Now look at this. It looks like it's getting a hug. Look at this. What I love about this, guys, look, like this looks so professional. Like it's taut at the bottom, I mean, it's very taut. Like y'all see how taut, like this is getting a good hug, okay? So it still says it's preheating. I believe it beeps.
Yes, it
when
does.
it is time.
Also, obviously, April asked that question about 3 or 4 times, and I must have missed it. The gloves, you were
Was
using
the
them
glove
yesterday.
in here?
They're on the heat press.
Oh, are they on the heat press? I thought they were in here. My
Look
bad.
at this. So this is still preheating, so no big deal.
The heat gun we're using came from Amazon.
Oh, it's so good. This is actually what you would traditionally use for crafting, like as in heat embossing and things like that. It's just so nice to have a crafting heat gun specific. Yay! If you guys do not have a heat resistant or a heat glove, this one's for like, you know, when you're grilling and things like that. This is so good to have. So what we're gonna do is we're going to have, oh, it beeped to let us know we're good here. I'm going to go to the time, and I just want to make sure the time is right, which is going to say add food. So we'll go ahead and add this. We're adding our food, we're adding our tumbler. We're going to rotate this after 2 minutes. So we'll just put this in here. What an awkward angle. We'll put this in here. Oh, and it's already set to 2 minutes. Yay! So now 400 degrees for 2 minutes, and then we'll rotate 90 degrees.
Also, we had a question. Yes, this is the shrink wrap. Most of the time, these tumblers come as a pack of 4 in a box with the shrink wrap,
and usually
with the
straw
and the little straw cleaners.
Everything. It comes with everything.
Yep. Some of them even have those silicone tips for the straws.
Yeah.
Some of them do not. That's what
I mean, you're getting quality. you're getting quality. And if you are like, Tanner, I want to know what to look for in a blank, what to do, all that. Again, the sublimation course goes in depth. On live shows, we like to just kind of run through projects to help you all. It would be hard to give a full sublimation course because it is so in depth. That's why it's there and you're able to grab it. So this is super, super fun. We will rotate this 90 degrees at the 2-minute mark, and we'll do that for another 2 minutes. So that is super, super fun. Wait till Halloween, you will have ghosting. Y'all are so funny. Just tuning in, we'll watch the replay. Tiffany, you will love, 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 love this project. It's so good. Christina, oh, hey, Christina.
I also add in copy paper under my
Ooh.
wrap, just so it doesn't like.
So Alicia likes to add copy paper underneath her saran wrap so it doesn't like stick to. It hasn't ever done that for us, but you never
I
know.
always do it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just a little tip.
You could add copy paper. I mean, I don't know. Who's to say that the copy paper is not go catch on fire?
I know.
So you just want to be careful. This is like our best hack. This is good
I
stuff.
meant to grab that earlier.
This
I meant to
is-
grab that before I came in.
This is good stuff. I'm going to walk over to here. I know it's going to be a little funny, but I want to make sure I don't burn myself. So I'm just opening this up, and I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees. So, oh, it's stuck to my glove. That's so funny. Okay. So we rotated it 90 degrees. We're going to close it again. We're going to press start. And start. Hello. It started over. Just going back to 400 and start. It says add food. Hello. Adding food.
This convection oven is great, but can be a little tricky sometimes.
So now it has the 2 minutes.
Yep.
It's rotated. Now, Lauren,
Yes.
let's talk about
Let's
what
talk
you just
about it.
brought into me. Because
Let's
this
talk
is
about
crazy.
This is one of my favorite things. This was, I cannot take credit. Alicia was the one that started this.
Ooh.
Props to Alicia.
Was this a TikTok? What was this? Was this?
Props to Alicia.
Somehow Alicia found this.
Anyway, so what happens, once again, science behind everything. The sublimation, it heats the convection oven, mug press, whatever you use, heats up your ink, turns it into a gas, adheres to the polymers on whatever you're sublimating.
Right.
So what happens, just like when you put Clorox or bleach in cold water, it
Yep.
stops the process. Once you bring your tumbler out of the press or out of the convection oven, pop it in that ice water.
Yes.
Y'all, your lines, automatically stops.
Woo.
Crisp.
Woo.
So crispy.
Crispy.
So crispy.
This is so good.
Yes.
So we only have another minute. And are we go before we even take the saran wrap off? Saran wrap
Before,
off.
literally, as you pull it out, you dunk it
We're going from here
to there.
to here.
Uh-huh.
Y'all, is this not crazy?
Yes. We
not
also
crazy.
had somebody, I think, and I don't mean to keep looking over April's comments. It was one of
Oh,
those
hi,
things.
April.
I saw her comment, then I had to run out and get this. She asked, do you see more or less ghosting in the oven or tumbler press? So April, 100% transparency, we don't have a tumbler press.
Okay, here's my thinking behind that. Like, why do you not have one? Right. This oven is magical for me. This oven was like less than $60 to $80. This is one from Walmart. It's a gourmet. It fits a lot. You could actually do like 2 or 3 tumblers in here really, really, really quickly, which I love. So that's why we do it. We haven't ever needed a tumbler press, and I can do so much more in here than just a tumbler. So that's why.
So a lot of people like the convection oven strictly because you can do 2 or 3 at a time.
Oh, watch this. Are y'all ready? We're just popping her in. Just plopping her in here. Getting her in really good. Kind of wanted to stick to me. My little glove. That's so funny. All right. So you can see
We have
here.
not done the ice water with ceramic mugs. That might be the stainless steel.
Oh, the beer can glass. Do not. Okay.
Okay, so that is a good, if you are doing the ice water, just do it with the stainless steel
Yes.
tumblers, mugs, whatever. Because if you do it with the ceramic or glass, like Carol said, when you take it from an extreme heat to one
It will
extreme to the other,
crack.
it can crack. So just be aware of that.
Yeah.
We only do this with the stainless steel tumblers.
That's a great point. Thanks, Carol. So good. Carol is like so wise on her birthday. I mean, another year wiser. How about that? Oh my goodness.
How about that?
So fun. She said she was gardening on her birthday. I love it.
Also, Cassie made a good point. If you use the sublimation tumbler, she said, can you use the oven for sublimating? And then if I were to try to bake salt dough or polymer clay, would that be okay?
Yeah.
Absolutely. If
Just
you
don't
have
eat
a
it.
designated
Craft.
craft oven.
Which sounds excessive, okay? It sounds excessive, but I just want to address, this is such a fun craft, okay? Like you all, I don't know if you understand how much fun sublimation is and how much fun you can have with it, but it is absolutely a blast, all right? Like absolutely a blast. One of my favorite crafts. It really just gets me excited, okay? Like I really, really love it. So, yes, what other questions? Yes, Cassie, you will be able to do so many great things with it.
Yes.
I'm trying to take my saran wrap off first. It has like really got on here.
Yes, you do need to use butcher paper with a heat press, whether it's a mug press or a just sublimating on a shirt.
Yes.
Heat press is. Oh, we've had a lot of people ask, what is ghosting? So
my gosh, tell us.
ghosting is when, and I wish we had something to show you guys what ghosting is. Oh, Alicia, I know what you're thinking. It's that. Is that you got that pillow back there?
Oh,
Yes.
no, but I got a whole basket of.
Okay, you find us some ghosting stuff so we can show them and explain what ghosting is. Ghosting is when you sublimate something and there's not enough pressure, so it kind of looks like it's fuzzy.
Yeah.
I guess is the best way to explain it.
And y'all, my favorite way, if you're like Tanner, it looks like he's really working hard for this. I really personally like to have butcher's paper between my piece of like saran wrap right here, so it comes off really easily. Sometimes it doesn't come off as well, but the butcher's paper really helps out a lot too. So look at this. I'm just peeling it off in no form or fashion. So yay. Oh my gosh, are we showing ghosting?
So there's the pillow right there in front of you, and then the bottom of that tumbler that he's showing you right now is one that Alicia re-sublimated. So that's why it looks kind of brown.
Wow.
Is because she baked the sublimation off, which did make it a little brown and crispy, but with that design works really well. But then that pillow on the edges where the names are, that's what we call ghosting.
See that? Like, see how crisp Ruby is, but then see how like this isn't crisp at all and things like that. Like this is crisp, that's not, things like that. So yay, love it, love it, love it. But yes, so I'm just cleaning this tumbler up. Again, it would be so much easier if you use the butcher's paper in between. And I think we do a lot more of the butcher's paper. So now that I don't have to go in like every little piece for the tape. But look at this. Look at that. Wow. Just remove this. So crispy. I mean, this is super, super crispy. See how we were able to line that up, our edge ourselves, which looked really good. Super fun. Down here, I'm just peeling this up. It looks like I didn't do perfect right here. I will admit I should have overlapped it a little bit more so that when it's sitting, it would be exactly seamless. But we cut it so you all can learn
Yes,
that a little bit
Diana
more.
says some people have bought the convection ovens from thrift stores.
I do totally recommend that.
Absolutely.
Totally recommend that.
Yes.
Just make sure you have it on like a good outlet, especially if you're buying it from a thrift store. Okay. So see, once you get like a good piece of this, it comes off really well. But sometimes it can. I think it might have got a little hot compared to normal. But y'all, just crafting along with this, learning that things happen to everybody the same.
Mm-hmm. So crispy.
Yeah, it's awesome. Let us know if you have any other questions regarding sublimation or this specific process. Like, if you all are just tuning in, we taught a lot about working the relationship between design space and things like that earlier in the show. So definitely check that out. But it looks like I'll just have to slowly take off this last piece.
Do you want to bring it over here and we can kind of
Yeah, we can kind of compare.
we can work while we
Yes. Oh
Here,
my
I'll start
goodness.
taking this off.
Look at this. So good. I love it. What does everyone say? Oh my goodness. Thought my chair was in a different place. Is the thermometer necessary for oven? Are you talking about like a thermometer to make sure it's at the right temperature? What type of thermometer do you think she's referring to?
know.
I'm not sure. Let me know. I need Canva training, but I'm currently in Design Excel plus the upcoming sell in 30 days. So what we would do if you're in the sell in 30 days, follow that first, and then if you're joining Makers Gonna Sublimate later, it would be a great thing to be able to kind of take some of additional Canva training, because we do have Canva training inside of the Makers Gonna Sublimate course. So what that looks like is what the relationship between, I was talking about this earlier, the relationship between when should I use Design Space for sublimation? When should I use Inkscape? Like, why would I use Inkscape? Then why would I use Inkscape over Canva?
Yep.
And kind of like all of that. There's a lot of great training in those programs, and it's super, super fun. Oh, I bought one of the convection ovens for a thrift store. Our very own Sue Spencer did that. So
Yep.
woohoo! Love it.
You can find, listen, there's so much
Try
stuff.
the ice bath. It is really nice. And for someone that's like me who wants to get like my projects done,
Yep.
it really helps the project, and it helps me. So I get able to get it quicker, and a lot of fun stuff like that. So just to recap, this is a glow-in-the-dark tumbler. We teach you how to set it up, how to prep it, how to do it, all in today's video. So definitely watch the replay. We've talked about a lot of our different products, but one that's happening next week that is our lowest price, like for a live workshop. Very few times a year do we have anything like this. It's only $27. You're getting a whole class on how to start selling your crafts in 30 days or less. It is so good, and already 100 seats have been claimed, and tickets only opened yesterday. So if you want a ticket, I would grab one quick. This could sell out before the workshop. There's only 500 seats total. What you get, the hour-and-a-half workshop, the Facebook group to work with us for 30 days, where we're gonna celebrate your wins, help you when you're struggling. You're getting the workbook and the hour-and-a-half training. So it's so much fun.
Oh snap, I didn't realize there was only 500 seats. And
Yeah,
a
so
fifth
there's
of
only
it-
100, and 100 got claimed by one live stream and one email.
Yeah.
So you really want to grab that before, so you don't miss out. Would you use a plastic wrap on a mug press? No, the mug press, kind of like the tumbler press, it's already given that hug.
Yeah.
We're just doing the little wrap to give it an extra little hug. You know what I'm saying?
because the convection oven doesn't give it that hug.
Exactly. It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
So this, pros and cons of the tumbler press, of this, and things like that. Yeah, you got your ticket. Woohoo! Love it. Yes, do not use your oven that you cook in. Like, how great would it be just to put, our tumblers in our big oven? How many do you think we could make?
Oh Lord, if we put our tumbler in our big oven, we could do 12.
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot.
Well, more than 12.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if you've never used Inkscape, if you've never learned about all of these softwares, Makers Gonna Sublimate will help you in all of that. So it's super fun. Keep checking those yard sales, Jill. Hey, I totally do. It's so good. And it's awesome. So as we finish up the show today, it is going to be so fun. Oh, thank you guys. Yes, so much fun. Let us know. Right now is your last time to ask any questions. I'm going to put a new trick in the trick box for now Alicia and Lauren, since Lauren did not let us enjoy our trick. So Crystal says, are you going to offer it at another time? I'm not quite where I need to be to start selling right away, and I don't want to use the $27 right now because I can't afford it. So number one, if you cannot afford it, do not take it, right? Period. So definitely do not do that. Number two, we have a lot of free resources here. So watch some of the free training. I have a whole a bunch of videos on selling. Watch those.
Yes.
So good. This is usually something I do once a year. So last time I did this was a year ago. So it's a great workshop, but if you cannot afford it, don't take it. Just don't. So yay!
Diana said, I saw someone bought a secondhand regular size convection oven and did 20 at one time.
No way. That's awesome. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Now we need to be on a lookout for a big one.
Jody says, if you weren't able to sell all the mugs and you wanted to reuse them, you can unsublimate them. Jody, we'll have a video out for you where you can kind of learn what and why and how. Like all of that will be explained in the video. I was late, so sorry if it's been answered. If you're in Design Make Sell, should I get the $27 course? So that's a great question. I want to say it's up to you, obviously. You have a ton of training and curriculum in Design Make Sell. If you need motivation to start selling this year, come to the workshop. If you're still struggling to sell and you want just more community, the workshop's great because you get to be with like-minded people that are really wanting to take action in 30 days. If you're already selling and established, you may not want to come. But if you're like, you know what, if I could learn one thing to help me sell 2 extra items, my seat's paid for.
Right.
So it's going to be live. You can come. Megan Irk, who's a friend of the channel, she posted a comment yesterday that was so sweet. She was like, even if you took the workshop last year, now that you've took it one time, come back and see it live again because you'll have new questions that you wouldn't have even had last year. That's another great point as well. Because when you see how much work we put in for a free video, imagine how much work we put in for the paid stuff, right? So you're going to get every question answered. You're going to get a lot of fun.
So Crystal made the call. She said that she got our yearly membership and Design Make Sell. So if you haven't started those yet, I would definitely take advantage of that.
Yes.
Jump into those courses before you do the 30 days to selling. And then, honestly, just that alone could get you to the point to sell.
Yeah, Design Make Sell is everything, right? So you're going to learn, in the workshop, you get to learn the why you need to do it and what you need to do and like what time period, right? So that gives you like the starting curriculum. Design Make Sell is like, you get to know it all. So that, that's a pro and a con because you might have, struggled. But if you're struggling to start selling, I want you to watch this one particular training inside Design Make Sell, and it really helps you. I think it's titled, it's something about like, do I really want to sell my crafts? Watch that training and really validate to yourself, I want to do this, okay? Design Make Sell has everything you need. So go and take advantage of it. It's yours. So that's super fun. Oh, yay, Joanne. We're so glad you're always learning. Okay, the tutorial on the spinning wheel, we just added vinyl.
Yeah,
it was easy.
We bought the spinning wheel and added vinyl and cut out a cardstock ghost.
Boom.
And taped it to the front.
Super easy.
Yeah.
Super easy. What are the differences between Design Make Sell on the website? It looked like there were 3 options. So Cassie, Design Make Sell is a 1-tier program now. There is not any offerings on it. You can learn more about it. If you want the best offer, if you want like an inside secret scoop of Design Make Sell and you've been on the fence, come to the workshop. That's all I can say. Come to the workshop if you're interested in Design Make Sell and haven't bought yet. Today I started as a yearly member, joined the workshop and sublimation. Jody, congratulations! Yay! Oh my gosh, you're gonna be like, that. What I love is that, I was saying earlier, Lauren, before you were here,
I'm just putting this over
the
here.
relationship between sublimation and selling and membership, oh my gosh, all of that is so good. Like all of these go together so well. So I love being able to help you all. Hey, Lori, you're so sweet. I've learned so much. I have yearly and Design Make Sell and sublimation course. Woo, I did it, yay!
We had a lot of people wanting to see the glow in the dark.
We won't. I don't even know how to turn off
I don't
all
know.
these lights.
We've got so many lights to turn off.
Yeah, sorry.
Maybe I will try to take a picture and post it in our Facebook group.
Yes.
I will do that as soon as the live is over.
Check the
Honestly,
group.
if we try to turn all these lights off, it would take
I really
us
don't
forever.
even know. Like the backdrop, the main light. Yeah, there's a lot.
We'll take a picture and put it in our Facebook group.
What Lauren can do is just go in the bathroom, shut the door, and take a picture.
Yep.
So it's a lot of fun. But guys, yes, if you sign up for the workshop, there is an exclusive Facebook group where we're doing it all together. 30 days together. If you join today, you actually get more than 30 days together.
Yeah.
So that's super, super, super fun. Is the glow in the dark finish harder to take off than a normal finish?
No, it's the same.
It has a texture.
It has a little bit of a texture to it.
Yeah.
So it's the same, but you can tell, like,
Yeah.
I can tell it's glow in the dark. No, it's not any harder to take off though. What happened with this is we should have.
I wanted to use the butcher's paper.
Yeah.
I didn't even, I usually use butcher's paper. I forgot.
It was, so I like to explain this. We sometimes make craft fails on our show that we normally never make because
there's like 5 or extra things your mind is processing.
Yeah, and it can get a little nerve-wracking sometimes. So the reason that this is still on here and why I've been sitting here trying to scrape it off is because we didn't have the butcher's paper. Now, if you were to do a full wrap tumbler, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have that A-sub paper or sublimation paper, and it's going to cover the whole thing.
Yes.
And then you put it over. But if you cut the pieces out, make sure you just kind of, you don't even have to get it really great. It just needs to be on there.
Something in between, so
Something
it doesn't
in between
stick.
it, yes.
But that's a great one. Okay, so do I pick and choose what classes I'm able to take until I do a full membership? Elizabeth. So if you cannot afford a membership yet, which membership is monthly, is a great offer. It's $19 a month. Your first month is actually half off, so that's incredible. So you could get a membership today and have access to a ton. So feel free to do that. Incredible value. But if you can't do that and you just want a one-off program, the workshop is a great deal. It's a lot of value for your price. So I recommend that one. Are the videos for the $27 workshop available not until Tuesday? Kathy, it's live, my friend. You are coming to the workshop live Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. You're in.
So you get to ask questions.
I was gonna try this for a month, but I'm sold. I've got to get the year membership. Yes, Maria, upgrade to yearly and grab it, because then you can come to our year member summit on October 1st that I found out Lauren is gonna be out of town for.
I forgot. I swear. I was so excited about yearly member summit, and then
it's okay. It's okay. Lauren's got a great trip planned. We are super excited.
Y'all can just be upset. It's okay. I'm sorry. I've had this trip planned since May.
That is so fun.
And it literally just clicked to me this morning. I was looking at my calendar.
I literally saw it on the calendar, but I swore when we were adding all those dates on the calendar, we were like, oh, that's so cool that it lines up right there. We literally said that, but did not. But we.
I remember that conversation.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's super fun.
Yeah.
Do you have to rejoin every year, or once you learn it, that's all you need? I just stay a member always to learn new things. So Jody, let me just go over. The workshop, you pay, you get it forever. Maker's Gonna Sublimate, you pay, you get it forever. When you're a member here at Maker's Gonna Learn, you're getting new things every month. You're getting exclusive trainings. You're getting exclusive files. Right now we're releasing 1,000 a month. We release roughly 20 fonts a month, which is incredible. And you get access to everything. So you get the community and so much more. So hope that breaks down that. And we'll be sending out the supply list for Summit very soon. Yay!
So we did have somebody say, are these live videos on the website somewhere or Facebook? I've been watching on YouTube. What you see on YouTube stays on YouTube. If you are a member, we have some Facebook Lives that are in for member specific. Or if you are a member, we also have master classes that are within your dashboard, your courses
and you
dashboard.
go to courses. When you're a member, go to courses and look over all the training that's under my courses. We have a 30-day to master your Cricut. We have Maker's Gonna Master. We have, all sorts of extra curriculum that you only get when you're a member. So that's awesome. Yay, love it. So good.
Yeah.
Y'all are awesome. Well, this has been a great show. Thanks for hanging out with us today. What a great time here at Halloween. We love it. Y'all, show off your earrings.
Oh,
they
my
need
earrings.
a moment.
My earrings need a moment. They're little ghosts.
They're little ghosts.
I'll need to pull out my witch's hat.
Could you
too.
make these with Shrinky Dink?
Oh yeah, you can make
That would be
these with
really cool.
You can make these with Shrinky Dink, but let me tell you, you can't print a full color image because that is scary. They could be good Halloween earrings.
We should have brought that in there.
Yeah, Lauren was testing some projects yesterday. It was so funny. Lauren does have a very beginner silhouette course available if you're a member. Great question.
Which
we also teach Brother Scan and Cut.
We do have Brother Scan and Cut. The silhouette course that I put together for March, we released it in March. Like he said, is very beginner, but we've not had anybody ask for an updated version. So if
we just don't serve a lot of the silhouette audience. If you have a silhouette machine and you're just not a Cricut user, it's great just to have that to be able to understand how to do it. Do we need supplies for the workshop? Dawn, you need your notebook and you need your pen and paper. Actually, you just need to print out your workbook because you get a workbook. Print out your workbook and get your pen. Favorite pen? Yeah, it'll be great. So no supplies needed. The summit is free for yearly members. You get a free ticket if you are a year member. Love it. Well, guys, I hope y'all have an amazing, amazing time. Super fun. Sue, that is a great question for customer care. We cannot serve you well on a live stream. So hi@makersgonnalearn.com. They will take care of you. If y'all need anything, reach out there. That's the best place. If y'all love the energy here on our live shows, our customer care team stewards that as well. So they'll take good care of you. And I hope you all have an amazing day. We'll be back here noon Eastern tomorrow. All right.
Great.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.